I told you all, the greatest of all time.
Tom Brady, Super Bowl champion.
Neon, Genesis Evangelion, director Hideaki Anno's 1995 Japanese anime series produced by Gainax. Because Evangelion ran for 26 episodes, coupled with the depth and complexity of its characters, themes, and plot, I believe that the best way to review this anime is to focus on each episode instead of covering all of them collectively. But before I get started with this review of the first episode of Neon Genesis Evangelion, Angel Attack, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe to the Godfather of Cinema, movie reviews and more. Give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment, and hit the bell so that you won't miss any new videos that I'll upload in the future. Neon Genesis Evangelion is set in Tokyo 3, and in this first episode, Angel Attack, the futuristic city is under the attack of Sachiel, a giant alien life form referred to as the third angel, having the ability to regenerate itself over and over while at the same time becoming smarter and smarter. It has been 15 years since the last angel attack resulted in a worldwide cataclysm, and now the angels have resumed their attacks on mankind. A state of emergency is declared in the Kanto and Chubu regions of Tokyo 3 in Japan. Suffering heavy damages, the military detonates an N2 mine, or the equivalent of a nuclear bomb. But this has no effect on the third angel. Out of options, the United Nations military leaders reluctantly turned the battle over to Commander Gendo Ikari and the secret paramilitary agency called NERV. The angel, Sachiel, is protected by an AT field or force field that can only be penetrated by giant beings with similar AT fields, the synthetic humanoid life forms known as Evangelion. Enter Shinji Ikari. It has been 3 years since he has seen his father, who sends a young woman named Masato to pick him up at the train station and bring him to NERV's headquarters, a massive, self-sustaining facility or geofront underneath Tokyo 3. Shinji's optimism turns to disappointment upon realizing that his estranged father summoned him to pilot the Eva because they have compatible nervous systems. Bottom line, Commander Ikari has a purpose for Shinji, who is no one important, just a spare. And with the fate of the world at stake, Ikari does not have time to wait for Shinji to make up his mind. So he sends for another spare. Rei Ayanami is on a stretcher, broken, bleeding, and barely alive. However, she is not dead yet. Now, with the fate of mankind at stake, Shinji has a choice to make. Either run away from his emotionally disconnected father and his fear of being alone, or face the third angel, his inner demons, and pilot the synthetic humanoid life form, Eva Unit 1, Neon Genesis Evangelion. With concepts like central dogma, AT fields, the Magi, the Lance of Longinus, the Dead Sea Scrolls, Adam as in Adam and Eve, the Human Instrumentality Project, Neon Genesis Evangelion comes at you from all directions. Evangelion also comes at you with many themes such as childhood abandonment, depression, social anxiety, existential loneliness, the meaning of life, human evolution, the need for external validation and self-worth, sexual insecurity, etc., all of which are illustrated through the characters and their relationships with each other, their respective Evas, and their battles with the angels. In this episode, Angel Attack, we see the groundwork for later episodes and how Nerve headquarters is used as a metaphor of Shinji Ikari's psyche and how he distances himself to avoid the emotional trauma that can potentially result from opening up to other people. Comparable to Shinji's way of protecting himself from emotional harm, Nerve headquarters is buried deep beneath the surface of Tokyo 3 in order to protect itself from angel attacks. Additionally, we also see a theme that will dominate the entire series, and that is the question of man and his significance to God through the relationship between Rei Ayanami and Commander Ikari. To him, she is disposable and easily replaceable. We also see man coming face to face with God through Commander Ikari's relationship with Shinji, when his son confronts him with the question as to why he called him to Nerve headquarters. Ikari's
"Because I have a use for you"
answer evokes the manner in which God selects prophets in the Old Testament of the Holy Bible. Prophets who are not chosen because of their value to God, but instead chosen because of their value to his purpose, which is always greater than any one man. The artwork in this episode is detailed, particularly the geofront, Eva Unit 1, and the restraints holding the Eva in place. Nothing is underdone or overdone. The original had a problem where the picture would shift slightly, but I don't know if this was due to a technical issue or deliberate, as this shifting only occurs in non-action scenes as opposed to action scenes. This episode establishes the protagonist, Shinji, perfectly. Right away you care about him and understand why he doesn't trust himself or other people because of his relationship to his father. Also, through his indifference at using Rei to pilot the Eva despite her injuries, we also see the extent to which Commander Ikari has removed himself from the pain he inflicts upon others. There is not a lot of action in this episode, however it does end in a cliffhanger that promises a lot more action in the second episode, entitled The Beast. Thanks for watching this review of the first episode of Neon Genesis Evangelion, Angel Attack, and be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the Godfather of Cinema, and hit the bell for more reviews like this one. I will see you soon.